Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about power of attorney. I'm going to define a power of attorney, discuss two major types of power of attorney, the scope of a power of attorney, um, form and structure of a power of attorney, as well as revocation of a power of attorney. So a power of attorney is a legal document in which one appoints and gives power to another to manage their affairs on their behalf. Okay, so in a power of attorney, we have a principal, and this is the person that gives authority to another to act on their behalf. And we also have an agent or an attorney. This is a person who is appointed to act on behalf of a principal. So there are two major types of power of attorney. We've got the special power of attorney and general power of attorney, and these two are different. In that a special power of attorney refers or applies to a specific set of things or to a singular transaction, whereas a general power of attorney is broad and it applies to a number of things or a number of areas of the principal's life. And the other difference is that because of the broadness of a general power of attorney, it is flexible, whereas a special power of attorney is not flexible. Okay, it's restricted, but a special power of attorney is safe because it is not flexible, whereas a general power of attorney is flexible and is subject to abuse. So those are some of the differences between the two. Now, it is important to understand the form and structure of a power of attorney. A power of attorney has a heading. It starts with a heading, which states whether it is a special power of attorney or a general power of attorney. So it's got to have that heading, and it is written in the first narrative, okay, by the principal, and it says I, John Black. So the principal gives their name, their full name, and their ID number and address, and they nominate an agent or an attorney, okay, by name, ID number, and address as well. And then it goes on to mention the scope of application, the work and the areas that an agent should manage and make decisions on. So it goes on to mention the scope of application, and it lists everything or all the areas that an agent is going to have power to deal with. Then after that, it is signed by the principal and it is witnessed by two witnesses, okay, or it can be notarized by a notary public. But whether it is witnessed or it is whether it is not notarized doesn't make it invalid as long as it is witnessed by two witnesses. Okay, so depending on where it is used, it might some institutions might require it to be notarized, but you need to know that even if it is not notarized, it is just witnessed by two witnesses, it is still valid and signed by the principal. Okay, so scope of application of a power of attorney is also important to understand because some people do not understand how a power of attorney works. Okay, so a power of attorney simply allows an agent to do work on behalf of a principal and in the name of a principal. So when you are an agent, you are doing work or you are managing affairs in the name of a principal, not in your name, okay, but in the name of a principal and on behalf of a principal. So you are not doing work in your name. So it is important to understand that the scope of application of a power of attorney. Okay, revocation of a power of attorney. This is revocation is a legal process of withdrawing powers that were given to an agent through a power of attorney. So when you have been given powers through a power of attorney, that power can be revoked anytime, at any time, depending on what is happened or the circumstances. So, how to revoke a power of attorney? Number one, the principal should give written notification to an agent, notifying them that the power of attorney has been revoked and they can no longer act on behalf of the principal. Number two, ensure that that notification or notice has been served on the agent. Number three, notify stakeholders. Okay, so this is where that power of attorney was being used. Notify them so that they don't continue dealing with your agent. Okay, do not forget to sign your notification. Okay, so after doing that, it means the power of attorney has been revoked, but it might not be that simple because the agent might resist revocation, might refuse to stop acting for you, and you might then need to go to court and apply for an order for revocation. So that is revocation. And in Zimbabwe, we have the Powers of Attorney Act, Chapter 809. So this is the law that governs powers of attorney, and it is a very small piece of legislation. It is just one page. So this is a very important piece of legislation which can guide you on powers of attorney. Thank you very much for listening to this video. I hope you find it useful, and see you next time.